Alimony can either be, set at a certain amount for a certain time, or they can be set, it could be no alimony, or sometimes there's something called like $1 a year alimony. And most people don't understand what that means. It sounds funny. They're like $1. Some people actually think that they're going to get $1 a year. Some people think that, well, it's just $1 a year forever. When really $1 a year means that it could be looked at in the future. It can be reassessed in the future. But there has to be, in most cases, there has to be a substantial change in circumstances. So if you don't understand there has to be a substantial change in circumstances for the alimony to change. And you just hear that, oh, we'll just put it at $1 a year now and then we can discuss it later. It just means that the door is still open. But not realizing if there is no substantial change, then you're stuck with $1 a year. So that's like that's a big deal. If you thought you were going to get alimony, or if you think that you're not paying alimony and you can never pay alimony, and you hear $1 a year, and some people go, I don't care that. Well, let's put $1 a year. I mean, I've had people actually think that, instead of, they don't understand why it was $1 a year. It just said $1 a year. It sounded good. They thought that meant no alimony. They didn't realize that meant that in the future, their ex could come back and ask for more alimony. And they were like, they just didn't understand that. For quite a few years now, Connecticut has allowed something called partial representation or limited scope representation. We call it a-la-carte representation. So you can hire an attorney, if you can't afford it for your whole case, you can hire an attorney for bits and pieces of your cases where you think you might need the most help. We've always done free phone consultations. We've always wanted to make ourselves available for people just to get procedural information, price information, and just to, determine whether or not they'd even think about using us or want to use us.